Welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to give yourself a complete professional style facial at home. In this stressful time, we really need to take care of ourselves. A little TLC, being mindful while we do so, this is so important right now. Join me to see how.
So I'm going to start with Glowmelt by Salina. It's Salina Cosmetics. Salina is a really good friend of mine too. She's a really wonderful person. She's a fantastic yogi. I've taken portraits of her in yogi poses too. She's just in general a doll. I love her packaging, and it's got all the ingredients here, which is apricot seed oil. It's got shea butter, rose essential oil, and hemp seed oil. And it's got these little sort of granular bits in it, which really helps you break down the makeup. Now, personally, I've been using this after every YouTube video. So inside is this cute little spatula. So I'm going to take out, so you can see I've definitely made inroads. So I'm going to take, I've noticed about this much is good to melt down your makeup. What I do is I just warm it up between my hands and slowly start to just move it around, and you can see these guys, kind of granular bits. So you can see whatever is going to melt has melted. And I thought at first maybe these would melt if I held them long enough, but they don't really. So we're just going to break down the makeup and give her a gentle massage. With Salina's little kit comes this lovely cloth that you can just wipe yourself down with. Okay, next we're going to use Iman's own cleanser because I want you guys to be able to just think of this as, sort of doing it at home. So this is her Salicylic Acid Daily Gentle Cleanser by, I think we pronounce it COSRX. Let me know in the comments. So I'm just going to cleanse her face and wipe her clean with the face halo.
Follow these motions at home for a good, deep cleanse. You can re-wet the face wash if it's drying down by dampening your fingers again. I love using this rolling finger action. I feel like it does a great job of getting things squeaky clean, and it stimulates the skin as well. It's worth remembering, on a planet where access to clean water is limited, that feeling clean is a luxury. Feel the luxury of feeling squeaky clean.
Okay, the next product you guys can use at home is another Salina product. It's called Sweetglow, and it's an exfoliating face polish is what she calls it. So it's brown sugar, strawberry extract, almond oil, sweet orange, and you can read in the instructions how to use it. I'm going to just leave this with Iman for herself. As a Dermalogica skin tech, I'm going to, of course, always advocate for a proper, great exfoliation, which I think Dermalogica is so great at. So these are my go-to products. I love to mix Daily Microfoliant with Exfoliant Accelerator. These are, however, as you can see, pro products, so not something you can get at home. But you can use Salina's Sweetglow, which is also an exfoliator at home. I'm going to give Iman a pro exfoliation. So that's going to sit on her skin for 10 minutes and it's going to break down, it's enzymatic and it's got lactic acid. So it's going to break down the protein bonds in her skin. The lactic acid is going to sort of bore through all the gunk, and that is a proper exfoliation. Because there's papain, kind of like meat tenderizer, the proteins get broken down, so what your skin can't get rid of itself, this bad boy is going to do it for you. Now, after your exfoliant is taken off, you should be able to feel like your skin is breathing. That is the key. Your skin will suddenly feel open, breathing, like you can move and you've got elasticity back. It's one of my favorite moments of a facial. now this is on, I'm going to leave it be for 10 minutes. You should think about what your skin can take. You need to learn your skin's limits. If you find yourself red, itchy, dry, that means you've used too much exfoliation or you've sort of left it on too long. So learn your limits. You can't go too wrong. Maximum you'll be kind of a bit red and raw and painful for a day or two. I'm not saying that's a desirable result, but as you're learning your limits, that's, I think, kind of the worst you can do to yourself with your exfoliation. My advice is build up slowly. So I know Iman's skin very well, and I know how much my exfoliant can be pushed. I'm going to keep an eye on it. So I'm going to leave it for 10 to 12 minutes for her, because it's been a long time since she's had a nice deep facial. But you guys should try your exfoliations out, spread them out, see how your skin is doing. Do them for half the time that you think is sort of on the bottle, if you like. And then you can slowly increase it and learn your skin's limits. In the meantime, I'm going to remove what's on her lips and make sure there's nothing on her eyes, because you do not want to get exfoliant on that skin. It's too delicate. So I'm going to clean it with a Q-tip, and I'm going to put on this Elizabeth Arden cream, the original 8-hour. It's just really rich and beautiful. So it's a nice chance for her skin to soak in something lovely. Now this has had a chance to dry. I'm going to just dampen my fingers and loosen it slightly. Now the reason why I'm doing this is a lot of time exfoliants are really hard in that they are physical as well as chemical. Now I've used her exfoliant in the way that I've let it do chemical work. That is, I've let it sit on the skin and I've let the product just do its work. I'm not physically looking to scrub her skin off, which is another way to use daily microfoliant. So she's already had her skin go through quite a lot. So I don't want to rub it too hard. I want to loosen the product and gently wipe it off. You guys can just splash your face in the sink. I can see a visible difference in her skin already. Can you feel it, Iman? Mm-hmm. The shame of the whole thing is that Iman has a shoot tomorrow. So she's going to have to take this beautiful squeaky clean skin and stand around with makeup in the heat all day, which is breaking my heart a little bit.
Mine too.
But with a little bit of aftercare, she can get her skin right back to where it is right now. Because nothing has changed in that the real function of the facial, which is to get this dead skin off, well, that's happened, and you can see how amazing her skin looks. So that wearing makeup is not going to change that. She's not going to regrow dead skin in a day. But yes, of course, her pores, which are nice and open right now, and this is I feel, the advantage of getting regular facials. If your pore is constantly cleaned out, then it will shrink to a smaller size because it's not full of something, sebum or blackhead or protein or sort of dead skin cells. Those keep the pore wide open. So if you're constantly taking the gunk out of the pores, then the pores are elastic and they start to shrink smaller and smaller. And anybody who has regular facials will be able to tell you that there's an exquisite difference in your skin when you get a monthly facial. I am such a believer in it, and I'm not one of those Chinese medicine, Reiki, magical pixie dust facial type ladies. I just know, mechanically speaking, that you need something to take this stuff off your skin. And when you do it, your skin looks better, feels better, is better. So this is going to encourage then healthier behaving skin. So I'll always say to everyone that it's the same as going to the dentist and getting the plaque off. You are walking around with extra jamala old skin gunking up your living skin. So then whatever skincare you're doing, be it moisturizings, masks, yada yada yada, if you're not doing anything to exfoliate the skin, then you're just moisturizing a bunch of dead skin and you're giving a bunch of dead skin a nice mask. So I think it's super important to get this stuff off. Once a month is enough. And you know, when I had a salon and when I have a salon again, my regular facial clients with good skincare can learn to stretch their facials even further. And some people will voluntarily come for an extra facial if they sort of, attended someone's wedding and want makeup every day and they just want to get rid of all the debris. Now you can see how fantastic and clean and bouncy Iman's skin is. You can, I think, see a discernible difference in her cheek. And that, I think, when you smile, I always tell my clients when I'm done at this point to smile and to feel the openness of the skin and to register that feeling, because that means your skin has been properly cared for. This is how your skin should feel. When your skin stops feeling like it's breathing and open and elastic, then you need to get on to your next exfoliation. So I'll never tell a client, I want to see you in X amount of days. I'll say, now you can feel your skin. When your skin stops feeling like this, it's your time to come back to me. So whether that's 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, in the beginning often it's 2 weeks. And then after a few facials, people need to come less and less. But usually every 6 weeks, I would say, is a good idea. If you're really a gym bunny or you're doing stuff that's really hardcore, then you may want to come for slightly like every 4 weeks. I personally give myself a facial every 4 weeks. Okay, now that she's all squeaky clean and she'll be feeling quite tight. So now it's about putting moisture back in her skin. So first I'm just going to, as a toner, use this Avéne Thermal Spring water. It's best if you can get a toner, but I don't mind using this as well. When I do a professional facial, of course, I use usually the ultra calming Dermalogica professional toner. But I want you guys to be able to try this at home. So this is great. You can use rose water too that you can just make yourself. Okay, and while her skin is plump and moist, it is now the time to bring in an oil. And we are going to use the ordinary organic cold press rose hip seed oil. So just a little bit just to massage, and then we're going to come in with the jade roller. Careful about essential oils on your face. Read up on the ones that you can take, but I'm really going to just take a little bit, and it's with water, so it should kind of spread nicely. Now ordinarily I would give her a massage right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Jade roller on this, and then as I put her mask on, I'm going to use that to create enough slip and glide to give her a good massage. So first I'm going to come in with the gua sha, which is this
Rose quartz.
Yeah, rose quartz, I see. So this is how you use it. You just kind of go upwards. I've just watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, so I'm no expert, but I had it done to me at the face gym and I really liked it.
You can press harder with the gua sha, so if you want that feeling of drainage and a firmer massage, then that's your tool.
Imperfectly because I've only watched a few videos, and to be honest, when they were doing it at Face Gym, I just was like, okay, pay attention, snooze. I stopped paying attention at a certain point, but I felt like they used the big things on the big areas of the faces and small things elsewhere. I'll come in with the Jade roller too. I can see her paws are shrinking fast. The Jade roller, similar concept, is just move upwards.
Really lean into the Zen. Take a deep breath, slow down your breathing. Be present, feel your heart beating. As I showed you in my other video, I feel like an eyeball massage is an underrated thing. Our eyeballs are really hardworking and tired, so gently stroke them so you can get them to feel relaxed and cared for.
done. So her skin is moist and lifted and happy. Now I'm going to come in with my Dermalogica. Again, it's a professional product, but you guys can totally make yourselves an oatmeal mask. This is a clinical oatmeal mask, and it's really fantastic because it's, got oatmeal, aloe vera, oat oil, a whole bunch of great stuff. At the end of a facial, I find it just calms everybody down. It's also quite moistening. So I'm going to use a little bit of it to just give her a gentle little bit of massage to begin with, and I'm going to use that as a way to also get the mask to penetrate her skin. So if you want to create your own oatmeal mask, you can use oatmeal and soak it in water, then bash it up, and then add a bit of honey and water to it, and you'll get this gorgeous paste. Put it this way, the lymphatic draining has been done, the massaging in that sense has been done, but what you do miss is, I think, a human hand just warming your skin up with the product, so you just feel like it penetrates in a different way, if you ask me. So I remember when our salon was open and we did facials, people were always amazed at, touch wood, the results, because you really did walk away with good skin. And I think a huge part of it is that I'm not sparing with how much product I want to put on a face. Like, I'm going to just keep going until the skin tells me it's had enough. And when you listen to each person's skin, I think that's when you manage to do facials that people kind of go nuts for. And it's no nonsense science, just get the dead skin off. So I think we've got a good setting facial. Now I'm just going to rub the remainder of the mask on her neck. Very rich product. I really enjoyed delivering moments of Zen to Karachi, and it's, I think, a gift that we really need more so now than ever before, because we have global PTSD now, and I think we need to indulge in self-care, not because skin is important and hair is important and all that jazz, but I think we've been through so much and we have to be tender with ourselves. We have to be kind to ourselves, because this year has been, it's really broken all of us, I think, in whatever way. So I think these little rituals of taking care of yourself and giving yourself, in whatever form, self-care, whether it's exercise or yoga or skincare or hair care or, picking up a craft or a skill, you just have to stay in touch with caring about yourself and not just ordering yourself to do the day-to-day grind of surviving, because just survival isn't enough. And much as I find all of this sort of royal drama so silly, and I mean, it's not silly, it's obviously raising a lot of important issues, and it's an important problem for them, I'm sure, but it's none of our business really. What a family is going through and what an institution is going through. But I did think that one of the things that Meghan Markle said that really struck me was one of them a reporter asked her, and how are you doing? And she said, well, A, thank you for asking me, nobody asked me that, but B, it's not enough to just survive, you have to thrive. And maybe because we're Pakistani and nobody's talking to us like that, we always think that we only deserve to survive, like just do it, do what you have to do, don't expect too much, don't be needy, don't be bossy, don't be demanding. You know, we're just trained to think that we just have to put up, shut up, and achieve on top of it. And it's such a unique idea to hear somebody say that no, you can't just survive something. You should be feeling like you're thriving. And for that to happen, we have to look at what we need, what we want. And a large part of that is looking at ourselves and acknowledging ourselves with kindness, the same way we would show kindness to the next person. We need to give ourselves a little love, and to others if we can too. So now I'm just going to loosen this mask up again with just the Avéne water. I don't want to scrape her skin too much with the face halo after the exfoliation, but this should be enough to loosen it up. And by this point, I'm going to go in with cold water to close the pores. So for some people, honey will break them out. Honey broke me out. So when I make a at-home oatmeal mask, I use oatmeal wet, and then I crush it first dry, then I wet it so it gets soft, then I smash it up. And then I found that adding a few drops of coconut oil was better for me than the honey. That didn't break me out. And then a few drops of nice cold water, and that was a really great mask for me. I'm not gonna lie, I felt it behaved pretty closely to this. To end with, now ordinarily I would use a beautiful Dermalogica cream, but I don't want to make you guys spend $1 billion. So here's the Oilatum Junior Cream. So what this is for dry skin, including skin prone to eczema. It moisturizes, soothes, softens, help relieve itching. So it's just fragrance free, suitable for babies and children. So you know, it's just a moisturizer that's not gonna bug your skin. So I'm just gonna warm it up between my fingers. And personally, I'm always afraid of like a breakout. So I, will enjoy it on my hands first. And when there's almost everything gone, then I'm going to come to the outside of the face, the lips, the eyelid, and now just with some slow movement so that the cream just melts off your hand. And again, I'm going to use my Avéne to just give this a little bit more movement. So it's not a thick amount of moisturizer. It's just going to be a thin, lovely wash. I've grown up with Oilatum around me because of my sister who's got eczema. So it's just a product I've kind of dipped into and found to be helpful as well. And the junior version is even more mild, and you can see how nice it is on the skin. It just gives you this very lovely finish. And there you have it, beautifully clean, moisturized, exfoliated, breathing skin. I wonder if you can see the difference. We certainly can here. So just to reiterate for you guys, and I think this is one of the easiest ways to just give yourself a little love, is to just Make sure your skin is feeling good. It's just an hour of your time. Light some candles like we have. I mean, I've even lit my big Joe Malone today, and this room smells fabulous. Okay, so if you can just take a little bit of time for yourself, make your shower a therapeutic experience, put on some nice music, light a couple of candles, that Lush shower gel that you only allow yourself to use when it's like a hard day, use that. Use all of the good smelling stuff and just give yourself a little love, because we really have earned it through 2020 and now 2021.
We're super excited to announce our first round of giveaways, a special little gift from us to you. We want to acknowledge this wonderful community that I'm so proud to be a part of. We really look forward to seeing how the winners use these products. We really want to create moments of zen and self-care at home, and we hope that these giveaways help you guys do that. To enter, all you have to do is to subscribe and leave a comment, question, or a product recommendation below.
And do take care of your skin, because it really does pay off. It really does show. Take care. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.